Right now, in this exact moment, your nervous system is under assault, constantly, from every conceivable angle. Your phone buzzes with notifications you didn't ask for. Your email overflows with demands and problems. Someone says something harsh to you. The news is filled with catastrophe. Your bank account is lower than you want it to be. You didn't sleep well last night, so your body feels weak. Your boss was demanding and dismissive. Your relationship is strained with unspoken tension. Social media shows you carefully curated images of people who seem to have it all figured out. You're doubting your decisions. You're wondering if you're on the right path. This isn't just you experiencing this. This isn't a personal flaw or failure. This is systematic. This is engineered. Modern life is specifically, deliberately designed to activate your threat response, to keep you anxious, to keep you checking your phone, to keep you comparing yourself to others. Algorithms are engineered to exploit your fears and insecurities. News cycles are designed to capitalize on anxiety because anxious people consume more news. Social structures are built around comparison and competition, which creates constant measurement of yourself against others. Your body isn't dysfunctional. It's responding exactly as designed. It's in a constant state of low-level emergency, believing threats are everywhere, because the systems around you are trained to convince you that's true. Most people handle this with avoidance. They distract themselves, they scroll, they drink, they escape into entertainment. They hope the stress will pass. They make it to the weekend and think they'll feel better, but Monday comes and it all returns. The cycle continues. Some people try meditation apps, breathing exercises, gym sessions. These help temporarily, but they don't solve the fundamental problem. Your mind is wired to suffer. Your thinking patterns create most of your stress, not the circumstances, your interpretation of the circumstances. 2,000 years ago, people discovered something that changes this entire equation. They weren't meditating in silence. They weren't doing breathing apps. They were actively living in chaos, political upheaval, disease, war, betrayal, uncertainty. Yet they had remarkable peace, not because their circumstances were better, because they had a system for thinking that worked. That system is what we're diving into today, but not as philosophy, as a practical daily protocol. Specific exercises, specific moments, specific practices that you can start today and use for the rest of your life. Here's what's important to understand. This isn't self-help positivity. It's not about thinking happy thoughts or forcing optimism. It's the opposite. It's about facing reality clearly and then choosing how to respond to it. It's about building a mind so strong that stress can't break it. # why everything else fails. Before we get into what works, let's understand why most stress management approaches fail. This is important because if you've tried things before and they didn't work, you need to understand why. The problem with most stress relief techniques is fundamental. They're treating the symptom, not the cause, the root. They're putting a bandage on a broken bone. Your therapist tells you to breathe slowly and deeply. Your meditation app tells you to watch your thoughts. Your gym instructor tells you to exercise more. Your friend tells you to just let it go. These techniques help with the acute symptoms temporarily. Yes, your heart rate goes down a few beats. Your anxiety decreases for a while. You feel better, but the moment you stop the exercise, stop the breathing, close the meditation app, stop talking to your friend, the stress returns, often stronger, like a compressed spring, because the underlying problem, the root cause, is still there, untouched. The underlying problem is this, and it's critical to understand. You are producing stress inside your own mind, not circumstances producing it. Your mind. You're taking a neutral event and turning it into a catastrophe. You're interpreting it in the worst possible way. Someone doesn't respond to your text quickly. That's just what happened. But your mind immediately invents reasons. They must be angry at you. They don't care about you. Maybe your friendship is ending. All of that is completely invented. The person was just busy, in a meeting, driving, phone was dead. but your mind created an entire narrative of rejection based on nothing. Your boss gives you critical feedback on a specific project, and your mind doesn't stop there. Your mind interprets it as a declaration. I'm not good at my job. I'm incompetent. I'm going to get fired. My entire career is at risk. I should start looking for a new job. I'm a failure. None of that has been said. Your boss probably just wants that specific project improved. She's giving you feedback to help you do better. But your mind took her comment and expanded it into an existential threat to your entire identity and livelihood. This is how stress actually works. This is the mechanism. It's not the event that creates the stress. It's your interpretation of the event. It's the story you attach to it. It's how you're thinking about the event. Most stress management approaches completely ignore this. They don't address it at all. They say, just relax, as if relaxation solves the actual problem. They say, don't think about it, as if you can suppress your thoughts through willpower. They say, stay positive, as if positive thinking will address the fact that your mind is currently creating catastrophes from neutral events. But none of these address the actual mechanism, how you're generating the stress through your thinking patterns, how you're creating stories that create fear, how you're interpreting events in ways that activate your nervous system. The Stoic approach is different. It addresses the root. It teaches you to notice when you're inventing stories. It teaches you to separate fact from interpretation. It teaches you to choose your response instead of reacting automatically. And most importantly, it teaches you to do this daily, not just once, as a practice, as a skill you develop. The foundation. Separating fact from story. Everything in this system rests on one skill. Master this one thing, and stress loses half its power immediately. I'm not exaggerating. Half. The skill is this: separating what actually happened from the story you're telling about what happened. Learning to distinguish between objective reality and your interpretation of reality. Let's go through some specific examples, because this is critical to understand. These aren't hypothetical. These are situations you're probably experiencing. Asterisk. Example 1. The meeting interruption. Asterisk. You're in a meeting with your manager and colleagues. You're sharing an idea or update. You're mid-sentence and your manager interrupts you. They cut you off and make a point or redirect the conversation. The fact is, your manager interrupted you. That's what happened. That's observable reality. Now, what's the story most people tell themselves immediately after? They don't respect me. They think what I'm saying is stupid. I said something stupid and they couldn't let it continue. They think I'm incompetent. I'm not going to get promoted. They're signaling to the entire group that I'm not valued. Everyone in this meeting thinks I'm an idiot now. Here's the truth. None of that is fact. All of that is story. All of it is interpretation. Your manager interrupted. That's the fact. That's all that actually happened. Why did they interrupt? You don't know. Maybe they have a legitimate point that's time sensitive. Maybe they just got urgent information. Maybe they're impatient because they have another meeting starting in 5 minutes. Maybe they interrupt everyone, not just you. Maybe they didn't realize you were still talking because you paused. Maybe they're distracted. Maybe it has nothing to do with you at all. You literally have no way of knowing. But your mind, in a fraction of a second, constructs a narrative. Not they interrupted, but they don't respect me. Not they cut me off, but I'm not going to get promoted. Not something happened, but I'm a failure. That story activates your nervous system. Your stomach tightens, your face gets hot, your heart rate increases, you feel shame or anger. You spend the rest of the meeting distracted and hurt. You might ruminate about it for hours or days, but the interruption itself? Just an event. The story? That's what created the suffering. Asterisk. Example 2. The unreturned text. Asterisk. You send a text message to a friend, something you're excited about, or something you need help with, or just wanting to connect. You hit send and wait. They usually respond quickly, but this time, minutes pass, an hour passes, 2 hours pass. They haven't responded. The fact is, Your friend didn't respond to your message within the time frame you expected. That's observable reality. Now, the story. They're mad at me. I did something wrong. They don't want to be my friend. I'm always the one reaching out, and they're never interested. Everyone eventually abandons me. My friendship with them is ending. Again, all stories. None of it is fact. Your friend didn't respond. That's all. Why? Maybe they were in a meeting and left their phone on silent. Maybe they're dealing with something difficult. Maybe they saw the message and planned to respond, but got distracted. Maybe their phone died. Maybe they saw it and forgot to respond because their mind was elsewhere. Maybe they're at work with their boss and can't reply. Maybe they're with family. Maybe any one of 100 reasons that have nothing to do with you. But your mind constructed a narrative of rejection and abandonment based on no actual information. And that narrative activated all your deepest fears, all your childhood wounds, all your insecurities about being worthy of love and connection. The unreturned text, just an event. The story that created hours of suffering. Asterisk, asterisk, example 3. The critical feedback, asterisk, asterisk. Your boss calls you into a meeting or sends you an email. They're giving you feedback on your work, specifically on something you did. They say it could be better, or it didn't meet expectations, or they'd like you to do it differently next time. The fact is, you received critical feedback on a specific piece of work. Now, the story. I'm not good at my job. They think I'm incompetent. I'm going to get fired. I should start looking for a new job. My entire career is at risk. I'm a failure. I'm never going to be successful. All stories, all interpretation. Your boss gave feedback on one project, one deliverable, one aspect of one thing you did, but your mind expanded it. It took that feedback and turned it into a statement about your entire competence, your entire worth, your entire future. The feedback is specific. The story is global. Asterisk, asterisk, how this works in your body and mind. Asterisk, asterisk, this is important to understand. When you attach a story to an event, your nervous system doesn't know the difference between the fact and the story. Your nervous system only knows, is this safe or is this a threat? The fact, my manager interrupted me, doesn't activate your threat response. It's neutral. But the story, they don't respect me, absolutely activates it. Your nervous system reads that as a threat to your status, your safety, your belonging, and it activates accordingly. Your body releases cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate increases. Blood flows to your muscles and away from your digestive system. Your prefrontal cortex quiets down, and your amygdala takes over, all from a story, not from actual threat, from a narrative you created. Asterisk, asterisk. The first practice, separating fact from story. Asterisk, asterisk. The foundation of everything in this system is learning to notice this gap, learning to catch yourself inventing stories and bringing yourself back to facts. Here's exactly how to practice this. Throughout your day, when you feel stressed about something, stop. Don't continue. Actually stop. If you can, write it down. Write down what actually happened. Write down only facts, observable, undeniable facts. No interpretation. Not, my boss doesn't respect me. But, my boss interrupted me during a meeting. Not, my friend doesn't care about me. But, my friend didn't respond to my text for 2 hours. Not, I'm not good at my job. But, I received critical feedback on one project. Write down just the facts. Strip away the story. Then ask yourself, is this fact or story? My boss interrupted me is a fact. My boss doesn't respect me is a story. You might be right, but you might be completely wrong. You don't know. The moment you separate fact from story, something remarkable happens. The stress shrinks, not because the situation has changed, because you're no longer layering stories on top of reality. You're no longer activating your nervous system with invented narratives. Just identifying the fact, the actual event without interpretation, can reduce your stress by 30, 40, sometimes 50%. Asterisk, asterisk. making this a daily practice. Do this every day. Make it a habit. Multiple times a day if you're dealing with stress. Catch yourself inventing stories. Challenge them. Do I actually know this is true? Or am I guessing? Is this something I observed? Or something I'm interpreting? Could this be interpreted differently? What's the minimum fact without any story attached? Once you get good at this, really good, you can move to the next level. Not just noticing the story and removing it. Consciously choosing a different, more accurate, more helpful story. The morning practice. Set your mind for the day. How you start your day determines how your day unfolds. Not completely, but largely. This isn't magical thinking, it's neuroscience. If you start your day reactively, anxious, checking your phone immediately before your brain is even awake, jumping into problems and emails, your nervous system stays activated all day. Your baseline activation is high. Then when actual stress arrives, your system is already primed. You can't handle it well. But if you start intentionally, with clarity, with purpose, with mental preparation, you're building a foundation that holds even when genuine stress arrives. Your baseline activation is lower. Your prefrontal cortex is engaged instead of your amygdala. When difficulties come, which they will, you're already prepared. You're already in the right mental state. The ancient Stoic philosophers had a morning practice. It wasn't elaborate, it wasn't long, maybe 10 minutes total, but it was structured specifically to prepare the mind for difficulty. We're going to adapt this proven ancient practice for modern life. The goal of the morning practice is threefold. Prepare yourself mentally for what will actually happen during your day. Reduce the shock and surprise when difficult things occur, and intentionally set your internal compass for how you want to respond to challenges. Here's the practice. Do this every morning before you check your phone or engage with the outside world. This is important. You need to do this before you've been hijacked by notifications and demands. Step 1. Acknowledge reality. 2 minutes. Sit quietly. Close your eyes if you want, but you don't have to. Just pause. Just stop moving. Take a few conscious breaths. Slow down. Then acknowledge what's true. You're going to have a day, not a perfect day, a day. During this day, things will happen. Some of those things will be good. Some will be frustrating. Some might be difficult. Some might be unexpected. That's not pessimism. That's reality. That's how life actually works. That's the human condition. Specifically, think about what you know is happening today. Do you have a difficult meeting scheduled? Acknowledge it. Do you have something you're anxious about that's coming? Name it specifically. Does someone who frustrates you that you'll encounter today? Recognize it. The point isn't to worry about these things. It's to not pretend they aren't happening. When you acknowledge in advance that something difficult is coming, you remove the shock factor. You're not blindsided by it when it arrives. Your nervous system isn't caught off guard. Say it to yourself. Today, I will encounter things that frustrate me. I might make mistakes. Someone might say something harsh or critical. I might not feel like doing what needs to be done. I might feel tired or anxious. That's fine. That's normal. That's part of having a day. This is the opposite of what most people do. Most people practice denial. I hope nothing bad happens. I hope everyone's nice. I hope I don't make any mistakes. This hope-based approach leaves them devastated when reality shows up. The Stoic approach is, I know some difficulty is coming. I know it's coming. I'm ready for it. This shift is profound. You're no longer living in fantasy. You're living in reality. And oddly, this reduces anxiety rather than increasing it. Step 2. Remember your values. 3 minutes. Now think deeply about how you want to respond to whatever comes. Not what the perfect outcome would be. Not what you hope will happen. Those are outside your control. How you want to be. What you want to stand for. What values you want to embody today. If you're going to have a difficult conversation or confrontation, how do you want to show up in that moment? Do you want to be patient? Do you want to listen well and try to understand their perspective? Do Do you want to stay calm, even if they're upset? Do you want to speak truth, even if it's uncomfortable? Do you want to be kind, even if they're not kind? Decide this in advance. Set the standard for yourself before you're in the emotional moment. This is crucial. If you're going to have a stressful workday with multiple demands, what actually matters to you? Getting everything perfect, or doing your best and accepting that you're human? Do you want to be kind to yourself during the difficulty? Do you want to stay focused on what's most important rather than everything? Do you want to be helpful to others around you, even if you're stressed? Do you want to maintain perspective? The point is this: before the day happens, before you're reacting emotionally, decide who you're going to be, what values you're going to stand for, what's actually important to you beyond the immediate stress. Then, when the day arrives and stress hits, you're not reacting from pure emotion, you're responding from intention. Identify 3 core values you want to embody today. Maybe it's patience, integrity, and kindness, or courage, focus, and compassion, or wisdom, strength, and love. Whatever resonates with you deeply, write them down, or just think them deeply, but be specific, not vague wishes, specific commitments. Don't just say, "I want to be calm." Say, "I want to stay calm during the meeting with my boss. I want to listen to his feedback without immediately defending myself. I want to ask clarifying questions instead of assuming he's criticizing me." Don't just say, "I want to be kind." Say, "I want to be patient with my partner today, even if I'm stressed. I want to listen without getting defensive. I want to be present with them when we talk." This specificity matters. It makes the values real and actionable. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 3. Mental rehearsal, 3 to 5 minutes. Rückenprobe. Now here's the powerful part that most people don't understand. Imagine the day ahead. Walk through it mentally, not in a worried, anxious way, in a prepared, rehearsal way, like you're practicing before the actual performance. Imagine the difficult meeting. See it in your mind. See yourself sitting in the meeting. See your boss or colleague. Hear them speaking. Imagine them being critical. And imagine yourself responding well, staying calm, listening, not getting defensive, maybe asking a question, maintaining your composure. Imagine the frustrating moment. See yourself in that situation. Feel the frustration arising, and see yourself handling it with patience, not reacting immediately, pausing, responding thoughtfully. Imagine the difficult conversation. See it, hear it, feel it, and see yourself showing up the way you want to show up. Speaking truth but kindly, listening but not losing yourself. Don't do this mental rehearsal to create anxiety. Do this to inoculate yourself. When the actual difficult moment comes in real life, it won't be brand new. You've already experienced it mentally. Your brain has already processed it. Your nervous system has already been activated by it once, in a controlled way. So it won't be as shocking when it happens for real. You'll be calmer because you've rehearsed. Spend 3 to 5 minutes walking through the day. See yourself navigating difficult moments well. See yourself staying true to your values, even when stress arrives. See yourself handling challenges skillfully. This is not positive thinking or wishful thinking. It's mental training. It's like a footballer visualizing plays before the game. It's like a musician rehearsing before the performance. You're mentally training for what's coming. Asterisk, asterisk, why this works neurologically. Asterisk, asterisk, your amygdala, which detects threat, hates novelty. When something is completely unexpected, your amygdala overreacts. It assumes it's a threat, but when you've already experienced something, even mentally, it's not novel anymore. Your amygdala is calmer. You can access your prefrontal cortex more easily. Additionally, by rehearsing yourself responding well, you're creating neural pathways. Your brain is literally building connections around successfully handling difficulty. So when you face the actual difficulty, those pathways are already there. You're more likely to respond well because you've literally practiced it. Asterisk, asterisk, the complete morning practice. W.A.B. Wundon fastond nasten stems, the pinritandound, amindained. Acknowledge reality. 2 minutes. Remember your values. 3 minutes. Mental rehearsal. 3 to 5 minutes. Total October minutes. Do this every morning, before work, before you check your phone, before the day rushes in and hijacks your attention, before you're reactive. This single practice reduces stress dramatically by building mental preparation and resetting your nervous system baseline. The throughout the day practice. The pause. Your entire day is filled with moments where you react automatically, without thinking, without choosing. Someone says something sharp and critical. Your body tenses immediately. Your face gets hot. Your mind fires insults back. Someone takes credit for your work in a meeting. Anger rises in your chest. Frustration with traffic that makes you late. Anxiety about a decision you made. A notification that activates your phone addiction. All of these trigger automatic reactions that you don't consciously choose. This is how most people live. Most of your day is running on autopilot. You're reacting the way you've always reacted, the way your nervous system trained you to react over years. And if you've trained your nervous system to be reactive, anxious, defensive, then that's the default mode it falls into. Every single day, automatic, without your conscious choice. The throughout the day practice is simple but incredibly powerful in its effects. Introduce a pause, just a tiny, infinitesimal space between what happens and how you respond. A gap between stimulus and response. That gap is freedom. That gap is where you regain control. Here's how it works neurologically. Something stressful happens. Your amygdala activates. Your automatic reaction rises. Your body prepares for threat. Your first impulse forms. Before you act on that impulse, you pause. You take one conscious breath, not a long meditation breath, not a breathing exercise, just one intentional breath, one moment of pause. That single breath is your reset button. It buys you just enough time for your prefrontal cortex to catch up with your amygdala. In that breath, in that moment, you can choose your response instead of just reacting automatically. Let's go through specific examples. Asterisk. Someone is critical of you in a meeting. Your immediate reaction is defensiveness. You feel attacked. You want to defend yourself. You want to prove them wrong. You want to point out what they're missing. Your automatic reaction is to respond immediately with defense or justification. Instead, stop. Take one breath. Feel your body, then respond. The response will be completely different than your automatic reaction would have been. Asterisk. Someone takes credit for your work. Your automatic reaction is anger, injustice. You want to correct them immediately. You want everyone to know that you did the work. You want to embarrass them. Your amygdala is activated. You're in threat mode. Instead, pause. Take a breath. Feel the emotion. Then choose your response. Maybe you speak up calmly. Maybe you address it later privately. Maybe you let it go because it's not worth it. You've chosen consciously instead of reacting. Asterisk. You get bad news. Your immediate reaction is panic. Your mind spirals into worst-case scenarios. Your nervous system activates fully. Your thoughts race. You feel overwhelmed. Instead, stop. Take one breath. Let your mind settle slightly. Then process. The processing will be so much more thoughtful than the panic spiral. Asterisk. Your boss sends you a critical email. Your first impulse is to respond defensively, immediately. You start typing a response in your head before you've even read the full email. Your amygdala is activated. Instead, pause. Read it again. Take a breath. Wait. Then respond when you're calmer. Asterisk. Something unexpected happens. Your automatic reaction is frustration or anxiety. You want to control the situation. You want to fix it immediately. You're activated. Instead, pause. Breathe. Remember what's actually in your control. Then act. Asterisk. This is not suppression. Asterisk. This is important. The pause practice is not about suppressing your emotions. It's not about pretending the emotion isn't there. It's not about denying your reaction. The emotion will still come, the impulse will still arise, but you're not being controlled by it. You're not acting from the very peak of the emotion. You're creating just enough space to access wisdom. Think about a wave in the ocean. The wave rises, it peaks, it crashes. If you're surfing and you try to fight the wave, you'll get destroyed. But if you ride it, if you move with it skillfully, you can navigate it. The pause is like that. The emotion is coming. You're not denying it, but you're not letting it crash over you and carry you away. Asterisk, asterisk. How to build this practice. Asterisk, asterisk. Choose one situation that commonly stresses you. Be specific. Maybe it's emails from certain people. Maybe it's criticism. Maybe it's unexpected changes. Maybe it's being late or stuck in traffic. Whatever consistently triggers you, every single time that situation occurs, practice the pause. Stop. Take one breath, then respond. If you can build this habit in one situation, it'll start spreading to others naturally. You'll be in other moments where you naturally pause because you've built the mental and neurological muscle. You'll start doing it without thinking about it. Asterisk, asterisk. Consistency over perfection. Asterisk, asterisk. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. You're actually retraining your nervous system. You're building new neural pathways. You're changing your automatic responses. This doesn't happen overnight. It happens through repetition, through practicing in small moments. Start with just one situation. Do it perfectly? No. Do it consistently? Yes. Even imperfect practice is building the muscle. Asterisk, asterisk. After a few weeks. Asterisk, asterisk. After a few weeks of consistent practice, you'll notice something remarkable. The same situations that used to trigger you, the same words or events that used to activate your nervous system, they don't affect you the same way anymore. You're handling stress differently because you're responding instead of reacting. And that difference is everything. The end of day practice. Reflection and adjustment. How you end your day determines how well you sleep and how you show up tomorrow. If you end your day ruminating on mistakes, replaying difficult moments, worrying about what didn't get done, your nervous system stays activated. You sleep poorly. You wake up already stressed. The end of day practice is about reviewing your day with compassion and learning from it. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 1. Acknowledge what you did well. 2 minutes. Why? Most people end their day focusing on what went wrong, what they didn't finish, what they messed up, what they're worried about. This is backwards. Yes, review those things, but start with what went well. What did you do that you're proud of? What did you handle well? Where did you show courage? Where did you stay patient when you could have gotten reactive? Where did you keep your values even when it would have been easier not to? Be specific. Don't make it about big achievements. Make it about moments where you did things right, where you responded well, where you were the person you want to be. This matters because it reinforces the behavior you want more of. It reminds your nervous system that you're capable. It ends your day on something true rather than on anxiety. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 2. Learn from difficulty. 3 minutes. Lushast means Snyder. Now think about moments that were hard, where you lost your cool, where you reacted poorly, where you didn't handle things the way you wanted to. Don't beat yourself up about this. You're learning. No one is perfect. Look at these moments with curiosity. What triggered you? What was the story you were telling? What would you do differently if you could go back? What did you learn? Don't use this to shame yourself. Use it to improve. You're gathering data. You're training yourself. Every mistake is information. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 3. Tomorrow's intention. 2 minutes. Broken command. Based on what you learned. What's one thing you want to focus on tomorrow? Maybe you realized you were reactive with someone. Tomorrow you want to practice patience with that person. Maybe you noticed you were anxious about something that never happened. Tomorrow you want to notice that story before you believe it. Maybe you realized you're pushing yourself too hard. Tomorrow you want to be gentler with yourself. Pick one focus, one area of growth. This becomes your intention for tomorrow. Asterisk, asterisk, the complete end-of-day practice. Dionyse complete. Acknowledge what you did well. 2 minutes. Learn from difficulty. 3 minutes. Tomorrow's intention. 2 minutes. Total. Sept minutes. Do this every evening, just before bed or after dinner. This practice helps you sleep better, wake up with clarity, and continuously improve. The in-the-moment practice. The 3 questions. Sometimes stress hits hard, suddenly. Without warning, you get an email that triggers you. Someone says something that stings. You hear news that frightens you. You make a mistake that embarrasses you. In those moments, the daily practices aren't enough. You need something immediate. The 3 questions practice is designed for acute stress. It takes 2 minutes. It stops the anxiety spiral and brings you back to clear thinking. When you're in acute stress, ask yourself these 3 questions. Asterisk, asterisk. Question 1. What is actually happening right now? Mriaden denhisend, mituanain fortundi. Not what you're afraid will happen. Not what this means. Not what it says about you. What is actually, objectively happening. You got critical feedback. That's what's happening. Not, you're failing. Not, you're going to get fired. Just, I received critical feedback. State the fact. Someone got angry at you. That's what's happening. Not, everyone hates you. Not, you're a bad person. Just, that person expressed anger. You're experiencing anxiety. That's what's happening. Not, something terrible will occur. Just, I'm experiencing anxiety in my body right now. When you state just the fact, the anxiety shrinks. You're not adding stories to it. Asterisk, asterisk. Question 2. What's within my control right now? What do you mean inta bidstat? This is crucial. Your mind tries to control things that aren't yours to control. You can't control what someone thinks of you. You can't control whether they get angry. You can't control the outcome of something you're nervous about, but you can control your response. You can control how you interpret what's happening. You can control what you do next. You can control your effort. You can control your values. Ask yourself, of this situation, what can I actually do something about? Focus your energy there. Release everything else. You got critical feedback. You can't control whether your boss thinks you're good. You can control whether you listen to the feedback and improve. You can control how you respond emotionally. You can control whether you use this as learning or as proof of failure. Someone is angry at you. You can't control their anger. You can control how you respond to it. You can control whether you stay calm. You can control whether you try to understand them or get defensive. You're anxious about an outcome. You can't control the outcome. You can control your preparation. You can control your effort. You can control your mindset. You can control what you focus on. This question alone shifts your power dramatically. Instead of feeling helpless trying to control things outside your control, you're focusing your real power on what you can actually influence. Asterisk, asterisk. Question 3. What's the wise response right now? Mador. Now that you've identified what's actually happening and what's within your control, what's the response that aligns with your values? Not the reactive response, not the fearful response, the wise response. If you got critical feedback, maybe the wise response is to listen carefully, ask clarifying questions, and commit to improving, not to defend or make excuses. If someone is angry at you, maybe the wise response is to listen without getting defensive. Try to understand their perspective and communicate your own perspective clearly, not to withdraw or fight back. If you're anxious about something, maybe the wise response is to prepare what you can and then accept what you can't control, not to ruminate or catastrophize. The wise response isn't the most comfortable. It's the response that aligns with who you want to be and what you actually value. Asterisk, asterisk. Using the 3 questions. What is actually happening? 1 in minute. What's within my control? 30 seconds. What's the wise response? 30 seconds. Total. 2 minutes. Memorize these 3 questions. Put them in your phone. When stress hits, use them. They'll pull you out of the anxiety spiral every time. Weekly practice. The deeper review. Once a week, usually Sunday evening, spend 30 minutes doing a deeper review. Not just what happened, but what patterns are you noticing? Look at the week. What triggered you most? What situations activated your stress response? Is there a pattern? Do you get reactive with the same person? Do the same types of situations stress you? Do the same thoughts show up over and over? When you zoom out to a weekly view, patterns emerge. You see that you're always stressed on Monday mornings, or stressed when someone takes credit for your work, or stressed when you're tired or hungry. Patterns are information. They tell you what you need to work on. They tell you where your mind is still reactive. Also, look at what worked. What moments handled you well? Where did your practices help? When did the pause work? When did your values guide you well? What's getting better? Use the weekly review to identify patterns that trigger you. Notice what's improving. Adjust your practice for the coming week. Plan for known difficult situations. Celebrate progress. This weekly meta-view accelerates your growth. You're not just practicing daily. You're observing the practice and improving it. Monthly practice. The deep dive. Once a month, maybe on the first Sunday, do a deeper dive. This isn't about stress management. This is about understanding yourself. Look back at the month. How is your stress different than it was a month ago? Are you handling situations better? Are fewer things triggering you? Is your sleep better? Are you feeling more peaceful? Also ask harder questions. What stories do you keep telling about yourself? What fears keep coming up? What situations seem to activate the deepest reactions? Where are you most reactive? When you can answer these questions honestly, you can address the root issues. Maybe you have a deep fear of being inadequate. That shows up as anxiety whenever you make a mistake. Once you see that pattern, you can work with it. Maybe you have a story that people don't like you. That shows up as anxiety whenever someone is quiet or distant. Once you see the pattern, you can question it. The monthly dive is where real transformation happens. You're moving beyond managing stress to healing the patterns that create stress. The specific practices for common stressors. Let's get practical. Let's look at specific stressors that people face and how to handle them with these practices. Stress about work performance. This is one of the most common. You're worried about making mistakes. You're nervous about your competence. You're anxious about performance review. You're stressed you're not good enough. The practice. Mr. Powing Gindi Mandi. In the morning, acknowledge that you're human. Mistakes happen. You're doing your best. That's all anyone can do. Decide that you're going to focus on effort, not outcome. You can control your preparation and your effort. You can't control the outcome or what people think. Throughout the day, when you notice anxiety about performance, pause. Remind yourself, I'm not in control of the outcome. I'm in control of my effort. Then redirect your attention to effort. What can I do well right now? At the end of the day, review what you did well. What did you learn? Don't review based on outcomes. Review based on effort and learning. Did you try your best? Did you learn something? That's success. The shift is this. You can't control whether your boss thinks you're good. You can control whether you did your best. That's where your power is. That's where your peace comes from. Stress about relationships. Someone hurt you. Someone's upset with you. You're worried about a relationship. You're anxious about conflict. The practice. Deum pihantem. The paintam puns. Bupuns sondum pitu. In the morning, remember that you can't control other people's feelings or reactions. You can control your own responses. Decide how you want to show up in the relationship. Do you want to be kind? Do you want to listen? Do you want to be honest? Decide before the interaction. When conflict or hurt arises, pause. Don't react immediately. In that pause, remember, I can't change this person. I can change how I respond. I can be kind even if they're difficult. I can listen even if I disagree. I can maintain my values even if they don't. At the end of the day, review how you showed up. Did you respond the way you wanted to? Did you maintain your values? If yes, that's success, regardless of how the other person responded. If no, what would you do differently? Use that learning. The shift is this. You can't control whether people like you or agree with you. You can control whether you're kind and honest. That's your power. ###. Stress about health and uncertainty. You're worried about illness. You're anxious about aging. You're stressed about the future. ***. The practice. Blah. In the morning, acknowledge what's true. You don't know the future. Your body will age. Illness might come. That's human reality, not something to dwell on, but something to acknowledge. Then decide, I'm going to take care of what I can control today. I'll eat reasonably, move my body, sleep well. Then I'm going to release what I can't control. When health anxiety arises during the day, pause. What can I actually do right now? Usually, nothing. You can't change what's already happened or prevent what might happen. You can only do reasonable things to take care of yourself. Do those, then release the rest. At the end of the day, celebrate that you took care of yourself. That's all you can do. The shift is this. You can't guarantee your health or control aging or prevent illness. You can take care of yourself today. That's where your power is. ###. Stress about money and security. You're worried about having enough. You're anxious about financial security. You're stressed about expenses. ***. The practice. ***. In the morning, acknowledge financial reality. Money matters. You need to manage it. You can't control markets or economy. You can control your spending and your effort to earn. Decide how you're going to handle money today. Will you spend thoughtfully? Will you work diligently? Will you accept what you have while working toward what you want? When financial anxiety arises, pause. What's actually happening? Have you already spent money? Are you imagining a future where money runs out? Is this a fact or a story? Usually, it's a story. You're doing fine right now. You're inventing a future where you're not. At the end of the day, review your financial actions. Did you spend thoughtfully? Did you work well? Did you do what's in your power? That's success. The shift is this. You can't guarantee financial security. You can spend thoughtfully and work diligently. That's where your power is. #integration. Making this a lifestyle. These practices work best when they're integrated into your actual life. Not as something separate, but woven in. This is harder than it sounds because modern life creates so much friction. Here's how to actually integrate this into your life. ***. Start with one practice. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick the morning practice. Do it for 2 weeks until it's automatic. Don't move to the next practice until the first one is truly a habit. Most people fail because they try to do everything at once. ***. Link practices to existing habits. Do the morning practice before your coffee. Do the pause practice when you feel your phone buzzing and think about checking it. Do the end of day practice before bed. Link new practices to things you already do. ***. Start small with the timeline. You don't need to do 10 minutes in the morning, do 5. You don't need 30-minute weekly reviews, do 15. Start small, build up as it becomes natural. ***. Track your practice. Use a simple calendar. Put an X every day you do your practice. This creates accountability and shows progress. After a month, you have a visual record of your commitment. ***. Notice the changes. After a week or two, pay attention to what's different. Are you sleeping better? Are you reacting less? Are you handling stress better? Notice these changes. They reinforce the practice. They show you it's working. ***. Adjust based on your life. If you have kids, your morning practice might be different than someone without kids. If you travel for work, your routine changes. Adapt. The principles stay the same, but the implementation is flexible. ## The science behind why this works. It's worth understanding why these practices actually work. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. When you experience stress, your amygdala activates. This is the alarm system. It sends signals to your nervous system to prepare for threat. Your heart rate increases, your breathing quickens, your digestion shuts down, blood flows to your muscles. This is fine if there's an actual threat. But most modern stress isn't actual threat, it's imagined threat. It's a story your mind invented. When your amygdala activates, your prefrontal cortex quiets down. The prefrontal cortex is where wisdom lives, where you think clearly, where you remember your values. When you're stressed, you can't access that. You're running on pure amygdala, pure survival instinct. The pause practice works because it buys you time for your prefrontal cortex to catch up. It gives your nervous system a chance to realize the threat isn't actually real. It lets you access wisdom instead of just survival instinct. The morning practice works because it primes your prefrontal cortex. You're starting your day from a place of intention and values, not reactivity. This sets your baseline. Your nervous system is less triggered because you've already prepared for difficulty. The evening practice works because it settles your nervous system. You're not ending your day in a state of activation. You're reviewing and learning, which signals safety. Your amygdala quiets down. Your body can truly rest. The weekly and monthly reviews work because they build metacognition. You're thinking about your thinking. You're seeing patterns. This activates your prefrontal cortex in a different way. It builds the neural pathways of wisdom. Over time, with consistent practice, your nervous system actually rewires. You become less reactive, not through willpower, but through literally changing your neurology. The amygdala becomes less hair-triggered. Your prefrontal cortex becomes more dominant. You're training your brain to respond instead of react. This is why it works. It's not woo. It's not positive thinking. It's neuroscience. Handling resistance and setbacks. At some point, you'll miss a day. You'll forget the practice. You'll get stressed and not pause. You'll have a day where it all feels pointless. This is normal. This is where most people quit. Here's what to do when you experience resistance. Remember why you started. You're doing this because you're tired of stress. You're tired of reacting. You're tired of anxiety. That reason is still true. Don't try to be perfect. You don't need to do the practice perfectly. You need to do it consistently. Imperfect practice done consistently beats perfect practice done occasionally. Expect difficulty. Your mind will resist. Your nervous system will resist change. That's normal. That's not a sign you should quit. That's a sign you're changing. Growth is uncomfortable. Do something, not nothing. Even if you can't do the full practice, do something. Do 1 minute of morning reflection. Do 1 pause during the day. Do 2 minutes of evening review. Something is better than nothing. Track despite setbacks. If you miss a day, just mark it. Don't quit tracking. The visual record of your practice is powerful, even with gaps. Come back to the basics. If it all feels overwhelming, go back to the simplest practice. The pause. 1 breath when stress arises. That's it. That's enough to rebuild. The long-term transformation. If you actually do this, if you genuinely practice these daily, you'll notice something remarkable starting to happen. At first, it's subtle. You catch yourself inventing a story. You pause before reacting. You handle one situation better than you normally would. After a few weeks, it becomes more obvious. You're sleeping better. You're reacting less. Situations that used to stress you don't stress you the same way. People notice you're calmer. After a few months, there's a real shift. You've built new habits. Your nervous system is genuinely different. You're not the same person who started this. You're calmer. You're wiser. You're more intentional. You're less reactive. After a year, you look back and realize you've transformed. Not just your stress levels, your entire relationship with life. You're not trying to avoid difficulty anymore. You're meeting it. You're handling it. You're growing from it. You have peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. This is what the ancient philosophers knew. This is what they practiced. This is what made them unshakable, even in chaos. And the beautiful part? It doesn't require special circumstances. You don't need a yoga retreat or a silent monastery. You just need to practice every day, even when it's imperfect, even when life is chaotic, especially then. A final truth. All of this practice is building toward one realization. You are stronger than you think. You can handle what comes. You're not as fragile as your stress tells you. You're not as powerless as your anxiety claims. The stress you're experiencing right now, that's your mind practicing for threats that haven't happened. That's your nervous system in training mode. But you can retrain it. You can teach your nervous system that you can handle difficulty, that you can stay calm, that you can think clearly, that you can respond from wisdom. That's what these practices are. They're training, they're retraining your nervous system to respond differently, to be less reactive, to be wiser. Will you still experience stress? Yes, life still happens, but you won't be controlled by it. You won't be blindsided by it. You won't spin into anxiety over imagined futures. You'll face it, you'll handle it, you'll grow from it, and you'll remain yourself through all of it. That's the promise of Stoicism. Not that life becomes easy, that you become strong enough that difficulty can't break you. So start today. Do the morning practice. Choose one situation today to practice the pause. Do the evening review. That's enough to start. Tomorrow, do it again and again and again. In 30 days, you'll notice the difference. In 90 days, you'll be transformed. In a year, you'll be a different person. Not because you're different, but because you've stopped fighting yourself. You've aligned with how things actually work. You've learned to respond instead of react. You've discovered the peace that was always available. It was just waiting for you to build the skill to access it. The real you, the unshakable you, is already there. These practices are just how you let him out.